there's one more effect that we need to talk about. Yeah, you're right. I still owe you one of the track effects. So in this video, we're gonna talk in depth about the vinyl fluke. Let's get to it. Vinyl fluke. That's the thing that the DJs use with the thing, where they flick their vinyls, right? They have the vinyls on the turntables and they're like, I can't even do that sound. Can play around with that. Sadly, and this is super sad, there is only one setting in the vinyl flick, and that's the actual flick. This is so sad because this effect has so much potential, and you literally just have this thing to play with, and there's also the thing that's controlled by the main knob, but man. But okay, let's start discussing what it does. So when you play something and you hit the vinyl flick, it goes to the speed that you set with the flick. 50 is neutral, so that's stop. It will just stop the sound, as you heard. That's just ending it. That's usually how I have my vinyl flick set up in default, such that I can just end the song using this. That's one of the main use cases I have for the vinyl flick. But if I turn it up, at 100, it goes back to the original speed. The other way around, it plays the track backwards. Just plays the track backwards, in reverse. And then, of course, anything in between. So you can use that to slow down your track. But what I really don't like about it is that you can't change when it does that. You know, because it always accelerates a little bit, and then it goes back. And that's so annoying for me. Like, I wish there were settings to disable that I can just give it to that speed, because it's also super hard to find out how long it takes for the vinyl flick to get there where I want it to be, right? Because that's also not dependent on the tempo. This is just hard-coded in there. And I learned approximately when I need to press that button at this speed that it manages to end it at the end, right? So once the beat is over, that it's done. One interesting thing, though, when it comes to tempo, is that the vinyl flick always takes the original tempo of the track to apply the effect to. This is something that I need to be aware of, because otherwise you might be confused why it certainly does a certain thing. That's normal speed for this track, right? But I could turn the tempo up. Now it's faster. But see what happens if I put the vinyl flick on again. It's going back to its original speed, because it always just takes the track speed into account. If I wanted it to take this speed into account, what I would need to do is set this track to this speed. And I could do that, for instance, by recording silence over it. Let me demonstrate. Now this track has the speed, and if I apply the vinyl flick, wow, isn't that interesting? Only at the part where I re-recorded it did it change the speed. I not even I knew about that. That was interesting to me as well. I thought it just takes the original speed all the time. Alright, so if I record the whole thing, and now a vinyl flick, now it takes this. So that's interesting. That's interesting. That is interesting that you need to be aware of. I mean, it doesn't happen a lot that I change the tempo of tracks because I don't like how it does that, you know, because it then stretches it or compresses it and it doesn't sound good. So I rarely do that. But when you do it, you need to be aware that the vinyl flick also adjusts to that, to the original track tempo. That has to do with how it lies in the storage, apparently, because it just stretches that. That's so weird. You never stop learning about the RC-505. Ladies and gentlemen, it always keeps surprising you. Holy shit. It is weird behavior, but it's not the only weird behavior of this effect. Right. Yeah, I just really don't like how it, if you change it. You know, it might sound nice in a way, but it's so unpredictable that I don't really like it. I mean, for playing around a little, yeah, okay. But I'm really missing more settings on that. So, boss, if you're planning to do a version 3, that's something that I want to see. Man, I should be working for Boss. Boss, if you want to sponsor my videos. Anyhow, back to the effect. You can use the vinyl flick to create bass. Since you can use it to slow it down, it's similar to pitch bend, but not only does it bend the pitch, it also stretches the track. That's so cool about that thing, because then you still get the nice wavelet from the original, and it's not like pushed together and scrambled. The further I go down from the 100, the more it stretches it, right? That already sounds similar to what we know from our pitch bend, right? But it sounds a lot cleaner if you ask me. I cannot tell you what those values actually mean. I haven't figured that out yet. I'm sorry. If you figure it out, please let me know in the comments. But what I can tell you is that there are two specific values in there that have a certain effect. And that is the 75, which is pitch bending it to 2 octaves below. That's 2 octaves lower. It's not in beat at all anymore, but it's still in key. And I haven't found any other notes that you could find in there in the tempo that it creates other notes or 1 octave. That's not possible, but -2 octaves, that's possible with a 75. And then 61, 2 octaves down, 4 octaves down, 4 freaking octaves down. So, what you can do is create a bass note with that, right? So if you had like a, I'll just take that and then vinyl flick it down. Already sounds a lot more bassy, right? Of course, with that, it is very hard to do like a pattern, like do, do, because it's just really almost impossible to get the timing right, because you cannot really tell how long it takes for that stupid vinyl flick to flick you to the point where you want to be. This annoys me, but that we have to work with it. So easiest is just to take 1 note, just like that. Okay. Yeah. By the way, since the 75 is -2 octaves on the forward, guess what? 25 is gonna be the same backwards. So same note in this case, because this one continuous note doesn't mind being played forward or backward. And then the 61, which is 11 above the 50, is the same 39 on the other side. Let's see. There we have it. Same thing. Just so you know that as well. 4 freaking octaves down. Holy shit, that is a lot. And so you might want to start with some like high-pitched tone. Let's see. How do you do high-pitched bullshit? Warning, I'm gonna do a high-pitched note now. This might be a little loud. I'm gonna edit it such that you don't kill your ears like I'm about to do. So Let's push that feedback up, shall we? Close your ears. Holy shit. Holy shit. But there we have it. Now let's make that a little bit more bassy, such that you can actually listen to it. That is some bass! And it sounds okay because it's not compressed like with the pitch bend. With the pitch bend, just to demonstrate it, it would sound like this. And here, oh god, you can't listen to that because it keeps the same timing and therefore it has to press it, and that just, no way. I definitely prefer. Oh god, I just killed my ears. Be careful when you make sounds like that. Holy shit. Okay, what I wanted to do was, that sounds so much better. And if you just want to keep the bass, well, what do? Now we just have the bass here. And we don't run the risk of ever hearing that high-pitched note again. And again, if you wanted to go even crazier by going down 6 octaves or 8 octaves or like 16 octaves, for whatever reason you might want to do that, you can do that by just recording and recording again. Because here, my -4 octaves, I can -4 octave again. But you don't hear shit anymore. Don't hear shit anymore, but that's what it looks like. That's already too much for speakers, right? Just gonna break your headphones, probably. So let's not do that. -4 octaves should definitely be enough. Do 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 And that already concludes my track effects video, because we discussed all 4 of them. So make sure that you give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and also make sure that you subscribe, because I'm gonna post 1 video per week. Again, Vinyl Flick, nice to get it down to make some nice bass and to end the track by flicking it to the 0. I wish there were more settings. There aren't, unfortunately. I guess I said the most relevant things, and if I forgot something, people are gonna write it in the comments anyway. I trust you guys. Yeah! Do 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 do